Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Larry Becker. Larry Becker. You know what? We just lost Larry. Now, I'm recording this January 2nd, 2023. I have no idea when I'm going to air it, when I'm going to let it go, but that's when I'm recording this. We lost Larry in October. It was October 7th of this past year, October 7th, 2023. He was 94 years old. God bless him. God bless him. You know, Larry Becker. Larry Becker was born in Baltimore, Maryland. I consider him a hometown boy. We are so proud of him. He was born August 13th, 1929. At the age of 13, he saw Dante. Can you imagine? He saw Dante, and it was Dante who influenced him. It was through Dante that the magic bug bit. And Larry Becker went on to produce some of the world's great magic. Now let me tell you about my own personal journey with Larry Becker. When I was doing straight magic, when I was doing my illusion show, when I was doing birthday parties, and I'm doing traditional magic, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to Larry Becker because I considered him a mentalist, and I wasn't doing mental magic or mentalism. I wasn't doing any of it. So in 1998, my assistant left the show, got married, started raising her own family. I had to look for another way. I discovered Richard Osterlin, and I studied mentalism. I read the 13 Steps. I read Prism. I read a lot of other books on mentalism, and I developed a mentalist act. I started doing pure mentalism. You know, in my first efforts as a mentalist, I was a purist. I was a purist. I mean, there's a difference in my mind. There's a difference between mentalism and mental magic. And while Larry does some great mentalism, he also does a lot of mental magic. And I took a look at Larry back in those days when I was putting my act together, and I thought, no, it's just a little bit too much. You know, I want the suggestion that there are extrasensory powers at work here. And I felt like Larry's just a little too much. But except for his book test, you know, I think his book test is just fantastic. And I highly recommend it to you. And watch his material if you can. There's a lot, by the way, he's produced a good number of videos. I have them. I don't have them with me right now. But watch his performances. Some of them are truly great when it comes to mentalism, and some of them have mental magic in them. At any rate, I didn't look too closely. And then, over a period of years, now this was 1998, right? 99, in that period. Over a period of years, my act has evolved. And I found that I had audiences reacting to me as if what I was doing was real. And that unsettled me somewhat. And so I started to introduce magic back into my act. I retained a lot of the mentalism, but I started introducing magic. And that's when I took another look at Larry Becker. And I started doing a number of his effects, or I based a number of things that I was doing on material that Larry Becker produced and published. Larry has been producing material, I think, as far back as 1977. Stunners Plus was produced in 2002. Now, to me, that's yesterday, but that's 20 years ago. So, I mean, that's a while ago, really. This is Stunners Plus, and it is chock full of commercial That is material that is audience tested. It is chock full of commercial solid material. You go into this, you will find material that you can use right away. Folks, I just, by the way, I think you can get it through, I'm trying to, Viking, I think Viking or Collector's Workshop. One or the other, I think they're affiliated at any rate. But they're producing, and they have the rights to Casino Royale. If you don't know the effect, it's just brilliant. There's a three-way prediction that's made. And there's a stack of bills, and a spectator selects a number of bills. And there are poker chips, and a spectator selects a poker chip. And then there's a card hand that's dealt. And all those three are accurately predicted. It's a three-way prediction. It's a wonderful effect. Audiences enjoy it. And it's still available. And a number of his material is still available. So listen, check Larry Becker out. I wanted to do this as a tribute to Larry Becker. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you've not done so already. Please comment down below. I love your comments. Have a great day, everyone.